case you wonder, DJ, Junior Nation's alive and well.
Reviewing other drivers tonight. I got you. So what are you doing, man?
Oh, well, I'm racing for my daughter so she can see what we like to do and what we've done all our lives. But just trying to have some fun. I miss Bristol. I ain't raced here 6 or 7 years. I probably bit off a little more than I can chew. As far as when I went out to practice, I was like, I'm not sure if I'm good enough to do this. But luckily, we got a great car. It's kind of carried me through qualifying. I think once the race gets going, I can get about 50 laps in. I might be able to, get caught up. You know how this place is, man. It takes a while to get caught up. It's fast, and there's not a lot of practice, just a handful of laps. So we're going to have some fun. Hopefully, we get to run all the laps tonight. It'll be a great time.
So what is look, I think you can still do it. So you got to believe in yourself, man. But what is a successful night for you?
I think I would love a top 10, top 15. It's easy to get in trouble here. My racecraft, I don't know where that's at. You know, where my patience is and my self-awareness and understanding where other cars are at and around me. You're going to be on top of each other all night long, so knowing where all corners of the car are at all times. You know, I got a new spotter, Joey. I just hope everything goes well. There's a lot of reasons why it shouldn't, but hopefully I don't make any mistakes and I just get to finish the race. And I think if I can finish the race, I watched last year's race about 3 times this week. So I think I can do everything right and get in that top 10, if not the top 15. I'd be real happy with that, you know. I think the car is good enough to run better than that, and maybe I can figure it out and get a little faster at the end of the race, but I won't be disappointed no matter what. I mean, I made the race. I'm going to have some fun tonight. I'm not going to get too worried about being, how competitive we are. I just love going around this racetrack in the middle of competition and with everything you're fighting and smelling and sensing in the race car. It's great to be reminded about why you love it, and so I get to do that tonight.
Well, the fans are glad you're here, and I know this one right here. She's super excited, too. Have fun.
Welcome, 3-time NASCAR Cup Series Bristol winner, Kevin Harvick, and his daughter, Piper.
All right, Bristol. Thank you for all the years. We appreciate everything. You ready, Piper? Let's get these cars started. Drivers, start your engines!
Okay, Cole.
Flags in the air. Playoffs are underway. Chandler Smith making that high line work for him as he jumps up to second quickly. Three wide here at Bristol. Don't see that very often. Sam Mayer falling back. Parker Kligerman in the 48.
I love that decision by Sam Mayer, though. Everybody said they just want to have a smooth start to the playoffs. Well, how do you do that? By making some calmer decisions, not pushing every position.
Three wide as Cole Custer in the 00 has been out front for every lap of this stage. Under 2 to go. Coming up on the white flag of this stage. One more time around for Cole Custer. And Cole Custer is trying to grab his 6th stage win this season. There has never been a caution-free stage here until right now. The first time ever they have gone from green to the end of the stage. Custer, Allgaier, Jones, Nemechek, Trevor Bayne, Chandler Smith, Parker Kligerman, Sam Mayer, Dale Earnhardt Jr., and Sammy Smith on the top 10.
I wondered how Junior was going to affect the playoffs. Well, he just stole a point from Sammy Smith. That's pretty good if you're a car owner.
And he was so happy when that top came in. He was smiling.
Multiple lines here at Bristol. Now, can someone use those multiple lines to get by Cole Custer? He's been dominant, 86 laps out front, and wins stage 1.
First down the back straightaway, then the 7 just got up the racetrack and ran into the side of him. '48 car with a problem.
He's got an issue. Looks like he's going to be coming to pit road. Right front smoking.
Yeah, it looked. You can see the brakes are on fire. That looks to me like a loose hub. What happens is when the hub comes loose, it kind of only the wheel bearing. The wheel bearing. There you go. When the hub burns up, what it does, the only thing keeping it centered is the brakes. Basically, think of like a slot car. That's why it looks like he's on the brakes. He really isn't. It's just the rotor is going back and forth on the hub, hitting the brake pads like he's stepping on the brakes.
Yeah, lost brakes and said take it straight to the garage.
Oh, man, this is just one of those unforced errors that, you know, we see it every time. The playoffs, crazy things happen for the 48 team. This mechanical issue is going to be a big shot in the points. They're going to lose a ton of points. So many cars still out there running.
Steve, it's a great example of this racetrack as well. It just tests everything, the driver, the car. You know, this is the problem that you see here. You don't see it many other racetracks. Just so much load.
And you just can't really prepare for it.
It was a week ago when Parker Kligerman raced his way into the playoffs. They had a new car for Kansas and was excited to be a part of the playoffs. And now race number 1, they have an issue behind the wall and hood up already.
Oh, we had a wreck.
And the 38 is around, and so the caution has come out. Joe Graff Jr. got up into the wall. So the 25-year-old out of New Jersey brings out the second caution. He was running 26th.
See what will happen here, but I think that'll put Jeff Burton back in the lead lap. First car lap down. See right here, drives in the corner and just gets hit in the back by the 24.
Yeah, Connor Mozak got him.
Just misjudged it. You see with the back, see the 9 car got into the back of Custer. You wonder if there's any damage.
Going into the wall hard, the 8, Josh Berry, as well as Sam Mayer on the 1. More contact behind him. Ryan Sieg in the 39 is around.
3 Junior Motorsports cars. Big fire under the hood for the 8 of Josh Berry.
Get out if you can, it's on fire.
And you see the AMR safety crew immediately to Josh Berry as he's going to climb out of the number 8. A playoff driver, another one with an issue.
It is amazing how when these playoffs start, the cars that typically throughout the year don't have a lot of problems. We've seen it in the Cup side, we see it in the Xfinity side. Immediately, it happens. Every year it happens like this.
Brandon Jones, extensive damage to the front end of the 9. Take a look at what happened.
No, just to the bottom right of your screen, there you go. The 8 and the 1 side by side on corner entry. The 8 just goes up the track. I couldn't tell if it was sparking.
There were sparks behind it. It looked like it shot up the track with sparks behind it.
So I think if we take that replay back to the initial contact, I wonder if that doesn't cut the right front. Because if we watch that same thing again, right before the 8 goes up, it looks to me that the right front goes down. So right here they bang. And now watch this. Before he hits the 1, there are sparks underneath the rear bumper, which I wonder if the 8 didn't cut a right front because it just seemed to really go straight.
Here's a great shot of it. Come off turn 4. The 1 comes down and makes a little bit of contact.
I'd love to see what Josh has to say, but it wouldn't shock me if he says, we banged, and then I went in there and the right front was soft. Yeah, because Josh Berry is a great race car driver. I don't think he's going to misjudge it. I'm sure he's not that upset with the 1. I'm sure he's not happy they banged on the straightaway, but he's not going to go in there and get his teammate first race of the playoffs.
And it just so happened the 9 was right there too, so he was into the back of the 8.
Yeah, you know, I mean, it just looked like a unfortunate move. I don't know what the deal was. He better hope that it was a tire that he cut down right there, because if he was just climbing the hill to chase me, that's not a Cup driver move right there. So unfortunate. We were going to have a decent day. We were hitting all our goals. Our car was as fast as Xfinity 10G at the end there. Shouldn't have been the end, but it was, and we'll move on to the next one and try to get our points back.
Disappointed Sam Mayer.
Now 121 laps left in the race. Dale Earnhardt Jr. out in front, fighting back on the inside, though. Chandler Smith in the 16.
Kind of a messy, stacked up restart in the second and third rows. Is Junior now running around the top, going to try to carry the momentum, take the lead, and he'll do it.
And Josh Berry was the other car in that incident. What happened?
Yeah, I'm not really sure. Definitely cut a right front down into 1 there, so I don't know if you know, me and Sam got together, or if I had prior contact with somebody else. Obviously, I haven't seen the replay, but definitely cut a right front there, and just an awful situation there for Junior Motorsports. So I don't know. Like I said, I'll go back and watch it and see what happened. Obviously, I haven't had time to review it, but just really, really bad situation. We were we were obviously struggling tonight, but just really hate to take out Sam.
Junior Motorsports drivers that got into each other. Now Richard Childress Racing drivers that have gotten into each other, and Austin Hill is on pit road.
Yeah, you can see right here the two of Sheldon Creed running the bottom of the racetrack, Austin Hill on the top. They're going to come together on the corner on the exit, and the two just gets up into the 21 and spins him around. That's just a mistake you can't make. These are young drivers. This is the Xfinity Series, and it's about growing and learning, but you're both in pretty good shape here. Just contacting the left rear quarter panel. Richard Childress is not going to like that.
At this point in the season, with the playoffs on the line, Jeff, to your point, it is a mistake, but it's a costly mistake that's more than just damaging the opportunity of you and your teammate. This is going to damage some relationships. This one's going to leave a mark. I could sell tickets for the meeting on Monday, because I'd love to hear what the conversation between these two drivers is.
Junior starting to fall back. He's got a fire. Said he was on fire.
Oh yeah, he's on fire. There's smoke in the right side of the car. You see the smoke coming from somewhere. I'm not sure what's going on.
He's ready to jump out. He said, he wants one of the safety officials to come over. They're not going to do it. He's jumping out of the car.
He's gone to another team. Another team has come to assist him.
And remember, he's trying to get out of there as fast as he can, but he doesn't do this every week.
That's a 20 pit box, guys. John Hunter Nemechek's crew was sitting on the wall. Junior pulled up. He waved over to him. They jumped out to help him.
You see he's looking at his right leg, so something around the tunnel or the shifter boot. Something's gone back with the 88. We're going to have to get an update. I'm sure we're going to hear from him soon. He'll let us know what happened. Thanks, guys, for the help. Now he's left it up to his car he owns, the 7 of Allgaier, working on John Hunter for second. Clear for the 7. Can Allgaier chase down the 10? He just wants to see that white flag. He feels very good with a 1 second lead. He's going to run the bottom. Nice and easy. Doesn't really have any pressure to force this into lap traffic.
Remember, it wasn't that long ago that Allgaier was in victory lane. It was at Daytona. One more time around for Justin Allgaier. He's led 109 laps. It'll be 110 when he comes back by to see the checkered flag for his 22nd career win. Justin Allgaier wins at Bristol.
It's Bristol, baby, come on! Woo!
Allgaier now on to the round of 8.
Huge win for Justin, not just for the championship.
Here's how you start the playoffs, boys. Yeah! Yes!
Not just for moving to the next round of playoffs, but
Get me on board. Let's keep going.
overcoming all the things.
First race of the playoffs in the books, and it's Allgaier, the 37-year-old, who has secured a spot in the next round.
Bristol, baby.
I'm speechless, man. This place, Jim Pullman and I circled this place on our calendar when we started the year, before we ever even took a green flag lap, and we said we want to win Bristol. And man, we won Bristol. It's Bristol, baby. Let's go!
Take us a little deeper into that shakeup. Yes, Jason Burdett for all those years helped build this 7 team. A lot of success there. You didn't get the championship. It seemed time for change, and Jim came aboard, and the group now has their Bristol victory, and they're on to the second round of the playoffs.
That's huge, you know, not only for myself, but for all of our partners. And, you know, I re-signed this week to go back to Junior Motorsports again for another year, and we just haven't announced it yet. So y'all are stuck with me for another year at least in this 7 car, but man, as good as this thing is, it's really impressive. Just so proud of this team. The pit stops today were amazing. Again, I just cannot say enough. I don't know if this is shots fired for the playoffs, but man, it feels going into these next 2 and know that we can go have some fun and try to get 2 more wins.
Congratulations. Bristol belongs to Justin Allgaier tonight.
That's right, Dave. The boss has to watch the interview from the care center, not the end you wanted. You smelled terrible, by the way. You smell like a fire. What happened?
Yeah, I got a hole in my pants. Somehow or another, the shifter tunnel caught on fire. I saw some smoke in the car, and I smelled it, and I was like, hopefully that's not me. But it was that last lap, I saw a big fireball down in the tunnel in the car, and I felt it. Obviously, my uniform was burning up. And I was like, I can't keep going. I got to stop. And usually when you stop, the fires get bigger. So I pulled over by the pit stall, and some of them guys were pretty alert, and they helped me out. And I hate it. We're going to finish in the top 10, maybe top 5. We had a shot at winning it if the car was going to run good at the end. But trying not to mess nobody's night up at the same time, so it was hard, you know, but I had fun.
I know at the end you won it. You led 47 laps, though, and you're the winning owner. You get to celebrate with Justin Allgaier. Did you get everything you wanted out of the day as an owner and a driver?
Oh, yeah. I had a blast. Check that box. And Justin wins. Brant Carr wins. Great for Rick and his whole team. Thanks to all the fans. We had a great crowd tonight, and Hellman's car was fast, man. I just never knew. We drove up there and led laps legitimately. I couldn't believe it.
47 of them.
I was like, man, what's going on? But it makes me want to do more. But I'm going to Homestead, so I'll see everybody there. We'll have some fun at Homestead riding the fence.
Get up to victory lane.
That's right.
That's Dale Earnhardt Jr. making it look like he can do this still.
Dad, longtime racer, getting in the car there. Never been on this side of the car and kind of riding around. That's kind of cool for Mike Allgaier to get a ride with his son Justin into victory lane. I wonder, Kyle, if he knows it's uphill to get into victory lane here at Bristol.
I have no idea. This is really cool because most of the time we've seen Kevin Harvick, we've seen other drivers put their kids in the right side. This is pretty cool to see the kid put his dad in the right side of the car and give him a ride.
Boy, Mike sold tires to about 10,000 racers over the years in the Midwest. Certainly a famous person in Midwest racing. And look, Dale Jr. is getting involved now. Why not? The owner's going to ride up the hill as well. This is a special ride, DJ.
What is going on? If I'd known they were giving rides, I'd have gone down there.
He stopped at the Infield Care Center to pick up Dale Jr. because that's where we saw Kim interview him. So that's cool, man.
Oh,
that is double cool right there.
Everybody gets a ride up the hill except us, right?
Yeah.
Everybody got a ride up the hill except us. What a cool moment for Junior Motorsports. Dale Jr.